Good to get back out here today. Did you feel like it'd been a little bit of a break or what?
Seemed like a long time on the road. Usually you like at least one back-to-back on a road trip, but it is what it is, and especially when you play well, you'd like to keep playing, but we'll jump back in. We have a chance to close out a road trip the right way.
I mean, you've got the skill you've got up front on the power play, so maybe that isn't a surprise, but this team's had a dreadful penalty kill for a couple of years. What sort of things have you sort of focused on with your players to ensure that, you've had the kind of success that you've had out of the gate here? I don't know if it's sustainable long term, but...
Wow, you probably just jinxed it, so you...
There we go.
You know what's good with the penalty kill is the people doing it. Everybody has a scheme, but you have people that are really bought in, really taking pride in it, and that makes a good penalty killer. D has done a nice job. The goaltending has been solid. We've got forwards out there that know exactly what their role is and what they're supposed to do, and they're taking pride in it. So we'll leave it at that, and hopefully it stays the way it has. You didn't jinx it.
Otherwise, I'll be hearing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the players just said to me that, Connor and Leon, they're always great. The difference with this team is that underneath now is sort of catching up, and there's more of a team around those two players. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we've talked about since day one. It's a team. It's not two players, right? And those two players they have an impact on the game. I mean, they're both top players, but everybody has to have an impact in their own way. That's one of the things I think if you can maximize every player on your team, it makes you a better team. So maximize top players, they do good things, but you can maximize players underneath that are not as glorious or not as glamorous in roles, but they still do their job very well. So we've got everybody. We're just trying to maximize the people we have, and you got guys doing a good job, and it turns into a good team effort.
Why Smith? You've kind of gone. Each guy's had 2 starts in a row.
I just feel every day we talk about it. With Schmitty, with me, Schmitty's this has been a good building for him. I hope I'm not jinxing that either, but he had
One's on you.
he had a heck of a playoff series here, so let's throw him in tonight. It's just every game, every day you get up and you're trying to figure out how we're going to win tonight. That's what it's all about. So you go through everything from how you're going to play 5-on-5 to special teams to personnel to goaltender. Just put it all together and you come up with a recipe and you hope you can go out and win.
This is historically a tough building to play in for opponents, but are you expecting a little bit more jump from the Blackhawks that they're searching for the first one?
I think they'll be a desperate team tonight for sure. They started over in Europe. We're there a little bit. Now they've been back. This is a long homestand for them that they recognize this is a big part of their schedule. They have to get going, so I expect them to be a desperate team.
Almost the same situation against New Jersey. They were looking for their first win, and you even noted it the day after that they played very well. Does that kind of help prepare for this?
Hopefully our players recognize what we're up against tonight. So, but really, we really concentrate on what we're doing and making sure that we're dialed in what we're doing. But you always have an idea of the mindset of your opponent.